The When I Grow Up Coach. What are you gonna be when you grow up? Hi everyone! It is the 21st I quit my day job update, or at least it's the 21st month of when I quit my day job, which is blowing my mind. But what's really blowing my mind is the fact that it hasn't yet been a month since my last video, because it kind of seems like it's been 6 months. A year, I don't know. It's been the longest month of my life, for obvious reasons if you've been keeping up with my stuff. If not, then I got boob cancer. So I wrote a little ditty about it. You should definitely watch it because it's funny. And it's how I want to tell everyone that I have boob cancer. So the reason I wanted to, honestly, the reason why I wrote that song was very business related, because I knew that there was no way I was going to be able to continue making these videos and talking to you guys on my blog and being as transparent as I like to be in terms of what's going on with my business without telling you that I have boob cancer. So it's obviously just going to play a huge part for my business, at least in the first half of the year. And I actually don't have as many answers as I was hoping to have by this video. It's tough for me to deal with, honestly, being in limbo. As of right now, I plan on having 10 sessions a month, which relates to only about 4 clients at a time. And I don't want to do that little if I don't have to, because doing this work and working with my clients, it's sort of like, I realize it's acting in a way. It allows me to just be so in the moment. It allows me to step into the role of the When I Grow Up coach and be so focused on my clients' needs, and that it totally allows me to, if not forget what's happening, just to not focus on it. I end up getting off the phone and I'm cheery and I'm dancing around and I'm in a good mood. And so I want that as much as I can have it. But at the same time, I know that one of the lessons I'm going to learn begrudgingly is how to take care of myself. And I already had to say no to a lot of things, like the Declaration of You workshop and like South by Southwest, which breaks my heart. But I know that by the beginning of March, there's just no way I'm going to be done with my treatment, and I just knew I had to let it go early. Otherwise, it would just taunt me, and that wasn't going to be good either. I was planning on rolling something out, which I have teased you guys about before, and I don't mean to keep teasing you, but what I'm calling my Clubhouse is something that I have been working on in my brain, it seems like, for 6 months, and really tangibly for about 2 or 3 months. And so I'm really excited. I think that I could roll it out by my birthday on January 14th. It's going to allow me to work with you guys, but in more of an a hands-off way than I would in a one-to-one relationship, or even in a group session relationship. But it's still going to allow me to serve you guys, to connect with you guys, to help you guys, and have it be affordable on your end. And then hopefully, you know, as a woman of the world, financially too, it could be a really good piece for me, because I got really concerned once I had to cut my coaching in thirds, even though I'm planning on raising my rates about 20% at the end of this week or next week. It's still, that bridge wasn't going to be over that gap. I feel like I can't talk all of a sudden. So I feel like the Clubhouse is going to be a really good way for me to be able to do my work, but in a way on my time, instead of being bound to sessions, which I'm just a little worried about, again, in terms of how I'm feeling and what's going on that day. I also had to change my policy. How I work with my clients is we give a mutual 24-hour rescheduling window. So if they need to reschedule with me, as long as they give me 24 hours notice, fine, no problem. We cancel, we reschedule, whatever we need to do. I do the same. Otherwise, they get a reschedule plus a free session. I feel really strongly about that, and that was something I really struggled with when I knew that I was sick and I was going to need to take the time to get better. I rescinded that piece of me offering the 24 hours, and I say to my clients now, I can only promise giving you 2 hours notice. I will always do more than that if I can, but there might be a day I wake up and I don't feel well, and I didn't want to feel bound to that session or do a bad job coaching or not show up and make sure that my client's getting their value. That was really hard for me, because I just felt like it wasn't fair, and I felt like that it didn't sit well with me. But after talking about it with my coach, I realized how freaking amazeballs every single person that I've ever worked with is. And I went, you know what? I'm not hiding this from people. People are going to know that I have boob cancer. They're going to know the situation. I'm going to be upfront with them about what I need from them as my client at this time. And if anyone has a problem with it, like, I would be shocked. I was still nervous about it, but I emailed my current clients first before I released the titty ditty on the world. And as I suspected, they were so supportive and sweet and understanding that it just drove home to me that the people that the community that I created and the people that decide to work with me are nothing but wonderful people. So it's nice to know that and trust that, and that was just a really hard step for me as a business person, to kind of take back something that I felt was important, and I'm doing it in a way that I still feel good with. I'm proud at how I handled that, and I'm proud that I have made those, had those pieces moving forward, that I'm covering myself in that way and practicing that self-care, and not only physically taking care of myself, but taking care of my business too. I have a feeling next month's I Quit My Day Job update will have lots more tangible info, I'm hoping. But if you have any questions, as always, or comments, or anything, then leave them in the comments and I will get back to them eventually. I know I've been bad with comments lately, but I promise I read every single one and I will do my best to get back to you guys in a timely fashion. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye. So when I grow up, coach, what are you gonna be when you grow up? That was amazeballs.